The following is a reading of the article titled Pursuing Joy in Generosity, written and read by Brett Tony. As we consider our pursuit of happiness this summer in our current sermon series, we are reflecting on how God holds out to us the promise of reward as a motive for faithfully following Christ. It is not by mere duty that we forego the enticements of sin, but because God offers a surpassing pleasure. There's the same motive when it comes to giving of our resources. As we come into the halfway mark of the year, I want to draw your attention to the status of our church finances and encourage you to contribute cheerfully and regularly to the support of the ministry, the expenses of this church. We regularly provide financial updates as part of our quarterly church meetings brought to us by our illustrious deacon of finance, Aaron Hansen. Our next meeting is coming up on Sunday, July 20th. Ahead of that meeting, however, Aaron and the pastors have decided to delay a number of planned expenses and contributions. The driver for this is that after the first 5 months of the year, our regular budgeted expenses exceed our giving by about $23,000. Looking at patterns from prior years, Aaron is currently estimating that if we spend according to the approved budget, our expenses for the year would exceed our giving by about $60,000. We knew our 2025 budget was above our means when we presented and approved it in January. Our overall financial position is healthy and can account for the anticipated difference. However, the present status is greater than anticipated. As such, we are planning on delaying about $29,000 of planned expenses and contributions, most of which was budgeted to go toward partner organizations doing good work in our community and beyond. If we see over the next 5 months of the year that giving is closer to what we anticipated for the year, we will revisit this decision. As we look at our giving thus far in the year in comparison to previous years, a little more disconcerting data point was found. The system we use for keeping record of giving to be able to provide IRS-required receipts provides some analysis of trends. The disconcerting pattern is that of our 52 households that include covenant members, almost 30% have no record of giving to the ministry and expenses of the church for this year. There could be a number of factors that contribute to that data point. There could be financial hardships being addressed, contributions made anonymously by cash, or giving planned for a single annual donation. Our current financial status for the year is not solely due to that 30%, but it is concerning when we covenant together as a part of being a member of the church that we will contribute cheerfully and regularly to the support of the ministry, the expenses of this church. And as it would be negligent on our part as pastors to not speak to other areas of the Christian life related to what we have covenanted, we must shepherd in this one as well. And that's where the motive comes into play. Whether you have given this year or not, the motive is your own joy and happiness. I have in mind the passage I probably go to most often when discussing giving to the expenses of the church, Philippians 4:17. Not that I seek the gift, but I seek the fruit that increases to your credit. In a sense, the whole letter of Philippians is a ministry support letter. Paul provides an update and encouragement to his supporters, giving thanks to God for their generosity. But as he highlights their financial partnership and his needs, he is quick to point out that he is not merely after what they can provide. Yes, money is needed to help make ministry happen. But Paul and your pastors are not after your money. We seek the fruit that increases to your credit. Give generously to the expenses of this ministry for your own joy, for the increasing fruit in your own life that is to your credit. What fruit might Paul have in mind that is produced through financial generosity? I think Paul would say doing good, being rich in good works, being generous, being eager to share. 1 Timothy 6:18. And what credit does the giver receive? Treasure stored up for themselves as a good foundation for the future, so that they may take hold of that which is truly life. 1 Timothy 6:19. We don't review individual giving habits and amounts. We're not comparing donations to estimates of gross income to see if people are giving a set percentage. We're not chiefly seeking the gift. We seek the fruit that increases to your credit. If you are not giving to the expenses of this church or are not giving cheerfully according to what God would have you, we want your joy to increase. We want you to enjoy the fruit of such giving so that you especially are aided onward and laying hold of that which is truly life. So at this midpoint of the year, not amidst the influx of appeals for year-end giving, would you prayerfully review your finances? And all that the Lord has entrusted to you, are you setting your hope on the uncertainty of what you have been given? If you are a member and are not giving regularly, make a plan to do so. If there are extenuating circumstances where you feel it would not be prudent, talk with us. We want to pastor you well, even in the too often taboo topic of personal finance. If you have questions or comments on more of the specifics, feel free to reach out to Aaron or me. It doesn't have to wait for our next meeting, and neither does seeking the fruit that increases to your credit.